What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about stellar lumens today, XLM. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 29th day of August, and here we are, just below 36 cents, virtually in free fall right now. 10 hours, 11 minutes left in the day. We've just taken out these lows, and I do wonder if we're going to go lower or if this is the area that will find support. Sometimes fake outs do happen, and we do move up just below our prior lows. But if we're looking at this here in the same kind of context, we look at what we did here. Very nice move up, had a bull flag, you broke out, but then you came lower. These bull flags tend to be misleading. It did look like a bull flag here, and it really does, but maybe the bull flag is actually this overall pattern itself, not this initial part, right? After all, this is exactly what we did back here. We had this initial bull flag part, we broke out, but really it was this overall thing that was the bull flag to this larger move, right? Does that make sense? Um, and whenever we broke out of this low, whenever we did break out of that low, we saw an immediate crash down and then an immediate bit of volatility back to the upside. Will we get the same thing here? Just because we moved lower last time doesn't mean we have to move lower this time. You know, I wouldn't I wouldn't say that. In fact, whenever you see fractal patterns, whenever you see things look the exact same, and these look pretty damn similar, you typically do the exact opposite on the next iteration. So this is actually probably a more bullish thing when comparing it to this bearish look from before. It might be more bullishly perceived now. The reason for that, I think, is because it's just like human psychology, right? And the markets are made to mess with you psychologically speaking. They're meant to take most people's money. So with that, if you're primed to believe this means we're going to go lower, that might gear people to sell right here, right at this moment, because oh no, it went down so much lower after that. After we broke this low, it went down so much lower, and then we ripped to the upside. But I don't know, call that a superstition if you will. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. We'll zoom out from there. Okay, looking at the 1 hour on Coinbase here. Volume is coming into the downside, yes. We had a little bit of volume there on that last 1 hour candle as well, and that was a pretty big wick. 9 minutes left in this 1 hour. We're wicking down though. We got a wick to the downside. That's nice. Is Bitcoin coming back up too? Maybe just a little bit. The S&P did move down to start the day, and that could be why, you know, we just opened up the day here, so that could be why the markets are correcting a little bit more right now. But that's a nice reaction so far. Dude, I mean, you had like 15 minutes left in this 1 hour candle, and you really just made most of this move down. This like wicking part just happened over the last 5 minutes. So the fact that you're coming back up, let's see how you do in the next 9 minutes. A little volatility is to be expected, but if you could come back up and close that with a wick, maybe you are moving up higher. Maybe this is a fake out to the downside, and that'd be bullish. But on the stochastics or on the RSI, we do have bullish divergence. We have higher lows here. It's only confirmed once we get a green 1 hour candle to close. So we need a green candle to close. On the negative side to that, we did reject the oversold zone, which does permit more dropping in the price. Stochastics have the same exact look where we've rejected the oversold zone. We do have higher lows, we do have bullish divergence, but will it persist? And then the MACD, it's not building bullish or bearish momentum, but it looks like it could. Overall, yes, we do have bullish divergence though with the oscillators, which is nice to see. Maybe we come up, guys. That might have been the low for seller right there. That's cool. That's cool. Look, Bitcoin's coming up a little bit too. What about the S&P? Nope. Still going lower. Oh, a little bit. I guess you're coming up a little bit. Maybe that's why. Anyway, stellar lumens here. 4 hour time frame. Come on now. The MACD does look bearish overall, but you do have this higher low in your oscillators with the lower lows in the price. So again, that is bullish divergence in itself. Your MACD is building on the bearish momentum on the histogram, so that I guess that is more of a bearish momentum building rather than bullish divergence. Bullish divergence on the stochastics. The RSI just got into the oversold zone. That would promote the idea that we do see lower prices. That's a pretty bearish candle there, but we have 2 hours and 8 minutes left in this candle. Let's see how it goes. We are in the same area that we found support the last couple of times that we've been down here. Even before that, right? We typically do find support right in this area. So I would say if we have lower to go, it's going to come in the form of a wick, right? Like a wick, and then we come back up and close. Or maybe what we do first is we come up a little bit and then we come back down, you know, if we were to go lower. I would think that we're near an area to find support, and that makes sense because based on a price area, it looks like that's what we're doing. I would think that if we were breaking out of this area, we would see over the next 2 hours, we would definitely see the price come down a little bit more. So we'll see if that happens. If not, it might be a fake out. And if it's a fake out, that could really imply that we're going to see a nice kind of reverberation back to the upside, which would be pretty good. You turn this potential bull flag look with these lower highs and lower lows coming down like this, you turn that into this potential like W pattern where you would expect then that once you get above about 47.2 cents, you would be moving up to new relative highs altogether. So, and even if it's not a W, I would still say that this area here, 47.2 cents, is important to watch. Resistance here, kind of at the central point right there, and then you move up. When I say central point, I mean like if you had a line right here, if you drew a line down here, it's kind of like it meets right there, right at the middle, the apex of that kind of those trend lines there. Definitely a significant price area right there at 47 cents. So whenever we break above there on a 4-hour closing basis, not a wicking basis, but a closing basis, I would assume that we're going to see some fireworks fly. If we're looking at this on the daily time frame now, daily time frame is a lot more bullish than the 4-hour and the 1-hour are, but the stochastics are in the oversold zone. That is bearish. The MACD here actually is building bearish momentum, and we've crossed a zero. That's actually a bearish thing right there, to be completely fair. The RSI is bullish overall, but in a bearish posturing as well. Maybe the daily is a little bit bearish. Let's see how we close out this day. We got 10 hours left. You know, if you come back up, if you can close this to the upside and have a little bit of a wick showing, that would be a good thing. If not, if you close here, maybe we do go lower. And if we're going lower, you guys, let's see, low to high here. 33.7 cents to 30.8 cents would be the target area. You're at 36 cents now, so that's not too far away. That's nothing too crazy, right? I mean, that 30-cent area would be a little bit far away, but let's just see. It's about like a 15%, 14% drop. But that 33-cent target, it's like a 7% drop. That's nothing too crazy. It wouldn't be crazy at all to go down there. You know, find support at prior resistance here. Go down to your fibs. But I'm not necessarily calling for that now. Let's wait and see how this day closes. I'll make another video on stellar lumens tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on it. But I do assume that one way or another, whether we have a little bit lower to go, whether this is the low itself when we move up, we're very close to finding support and very close to moving up and seeing new relative highs as well as new all-time highs, right? The all-time highs right now are actually over here at about 93 cents. Sorry. Hold on. I don't know if you guys heard that. I don't even know if I muted the mic. Did I mute? I hope I muted it. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. I think I did. Okay. Because that was a loud one, man. I cleared my throat really loud there. 36 cents. 36 cents. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. Whenever we do get to new all-time highs, it'll be above 90 cents, and I really do think that's where we're going to go. We're in this multi-cycle, massive ascending triangle, higher lows, flat top right here, right? It's a beautiful ascending triangle. It's a beautiful accumulation pattern. And when you do break out of it, the next target area that we would assume that you go to is about $2.46, somewhere around there. At a minimum, at a bare minimum, we would look to see $1.54, but I really do think that you're going to see something that's just above 220, maybe up as high as 246, if not at least $1.54. I don't have anything else that I want to say. I gotta go. My voice is dying. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.